Hey everyone, welcome to Pink Tutu Tarot. So today's reading is about your career, and the time frame that they've given me is in the next 3 months, give or take. You know, don't hold it to the day, but in roughly the next 3 months. That's what these readings will show you, sort of what's coming up for you in your career. So these 3 cards came out of the readings. I'm recording the intro after I did your readings. And I pulled the card that Spirit asked me to save to show you right now. So one of these cards hopefully will resonate with you, will call to you, will speak to you on some level, whether it's about your situation, or there's just something in the imagery or the card or the number that that feels like it's the right one for you. So kind of, reach in and pay attention to that. So group 1, your card is the Chariot. I'll give you a chance to look at that. Okay. Group 2, your card is the Ace of Wands. And group 3, your card is the Devil. All right, go ahead and pick your card, pick your group, and then you just go down into the description box, click on your timestamp, and it'll take you right to your reading. All right, I'll see you there, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 1. All right, we are going to be looking at your career today and just see what's coming up. Time frame is the next 3 months, or less, more or less. All right, we're going to start with tarot, and then I've got some other cards for you after. Your underlying energy is the 7 of Cups. So options. Basically just underlying what's going on. So at the heart of your reading, you've got the Death card. That's one way to start it. The Death card is being challenged by the Queen of Pentacles. At the base of your reading, we have the 9 of Wands. Recent past, we have the Queen of Wands. Crowning your reading, we have the World. Coming up in the near future, we have 7 of Wands. Your energy is the 10 of Cups. How your company or your boss, the people you work with feel about you, that's Knight of Cups. Advice from Spirit is the Hermit, and your outcome is the Fool. All right, well, interesting. The underlying energy of the 7 of Cups, you've got some options here. You've got some opportunity for change. Okay, give me just a second. I want to take all this in and see if I get any initial messages for you. Okay. All right. Well, the message they gave to me is look to the future for opportunity that lies in the past. Not entirely sure. Can you explain what that means? They're saying look forward. Look forward into the future. Like, look to the future. Is something from the past coming back in? Yeah, in some way, something from the past is coming back in. but it's going to be new and fresh. Okay. They're saying it's an opportunity you might not see coming because you're not looking for it. You're not looking in the right places. And they're saying, look to your past. So hopefully that means something to you specifically. But let's talk about the cards that we have here. So the heart of the reading, we have Death card. And this particular Death card, the message I always get, because of the images on it, is one door closes and another door opens. So something is wanting to come to an end. Something is coming to an end. That doesn't mean that your job is coming to an end, but something about your job is. But that energy is being challenged by the Queen of Pentacles. They're telling me this is someone else within your work environment who does not want you to leave or to change. They don't want you to change jobs. They don't want you to leave. They don't want you to move on or move away. They're saying you're good for them. They know that you're good for them. You make them look good. And they value you. And so there's this change that's sort of on the brink, and maybe you've been thinking about making a change in your job, in your career. But like this hesitancy may be because you have a boss who really appreciates you. Or someone that you work closely with who really appreciates you and values you, and that can be hard to walk away from because you never know exactly what you're walking into when you make a change. At the base of your reading, we have the Nine of Wands. This is telling me that you've been working really hard, pushed to your limits, kind of taken a beating. Not that your employer abuses you or anything like that, but they expect a lot from you, and you take it on seriously. You don't shirk your responsibilities. You do the work. You make things happen. But you're feeling a little fried. In the recent past, you have the Queen of Wands. This was your energy. This is you feeling full of fire, feeling powerful, feeling accomplished, feeling successful. And it's not that you don't feel those things right now, but it's like somebody has put a little pinhole in your bubble and it's leaking air, You're losing steam. Coming up in the near future, we have the Seven of Wands. Oh, you want me to come back to this one? All right, they're telling me to come back to that one. So I'm going to talk about this card first. So crowning your reading, we have the World card. This does indicate completion of a cycle, starting of a new one, a bit of a celebration, achievement. They're saying getting to the end and moving on. So maybe you've been working on a project and it's going to reach a point of culmination, or completion. And that's going to have you feeling like you can take a deep breath again. And possibly ready to move on. I feel like you're hesitant to move on right this minute because you've got a lot going on and a lot of people relying on you, or someone relying on you. And it's like you're trying to tie up all the loose ends. You're trying to get everything done, because you're other than that, you feel ready. You feel like you are spent and you're ready for a new challenge, for a new opportunity, for a new chance to prove yourself and make a name for yourself. So that's coming as long as you don't fight it. But I do understand the need to, sort of wrap things up and make things, nice and tidy before you move on. To me, that's a respectful thing to do. If you have the opportunity to do that. All right. So, near future. What does Spirit want to tell you about this? I felt like they had a message for you about this. So give me one sec. They're saying you're countering the activity with a push of your own. They're saying you're pushing through the resistance with this card in the near future. They don't want you to leave. So where normally this card is, these people are kind of attacking the person on the hill. What they're having me feel when I look at this card for you is that they're all pointing at her, like trying to keep her where she is. Like, don't go. So there is an energy of them not wanting you to leave. It doesn't necessarily feel like warm and fuzzy, like, oh, please don't leave. It's more like, they need you to stay. And it almost feels like a little bit of a guilt trip, but in a more aggressive way. Let me see what else I get with that. They're saying you are king of the hill in this near future card. You are king of the hill. You're in an upper position, in a position of winning. So it's not so much like beating off the competition or pushing out the people you work for. I guess they're just showing that you are on the top of the heap in this position here. And I'm going to pull some more cards. We'll get a little more detail. So your energy is the 10 of Cups. You do enjoy the people you work with. I think you're just tired. And the people that you work for, they genuinely, they like you. They want you there. They appreciate you. The advice from Spirit is the Hermit card. Take some time to really contemplate and think about what you want, what's important, what's not important. They're saying make sure you make time for yourself, because there's a lot of pressure here coming from other people for you to stay and continue doing what you're doing. But you need to take care of yourself and really take some time to know what you want. And then the outcome card is the Fool. And we'll get a little more information on this, but this is taking a leap. So I do see a change happening. In several places here, I see a change happening. But you want to make this change from a place of knowing that you're doing it for the right reasons and you're doing it for yourself. And not just because you're tired. You know what I mean? Or staying for the wrong reasons. Right? Right. Let's get a little clarity here. Spirit, can you clarify the Seven of Wands for us? Let's get a little information. What's coming up in the near future for Group 1? Five of Pentacles. Again, they don't want you to leave. It's almost like if you were to leave, they feel abandoned by you. And maybe it's even just coworkers who, enjoy having you around. They don't want you to go. You definitely have a boss, a leader of some kind who is encouraging you to stay. Anything else there? All right, we're going to pull one more card in the near future. Just, if it feels like, this feels like a pivotal moment here coming up. Where, it could be that you let them know that you are wanting to do something else. And that's sort of when, like, the doors break down and like you really start to get the, I don't know, like the attention in some way. Ten of Pentacles. They may offer you more money to stay. They may guilt you. They may tell you they can't get by without you. That's all these kind of finger pointing, they're going to use tactics to get you to stay in place. But you are in a position of power, your own power. And it's important that you do go within and do what's best for you. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I can only tell you what I see. But this is certainly not the energy I want you to be in, right? I'm sure it's not the energy you want to be in. So something has to change, right? Maybe it's not the job. Maybe you decide to stay where you are, but something has to change within the job. That's your call. But there are tactics here to try to get you to stay, from a number of people. And it's coming from a place of value. They value you, and that's wonderful. All right, I want to clarify your energy a little bit. You've got 10 of Cups here, which tells me that you're happy where you are. You enjoy the people you work with. What else is going on there? Knight of Pentacles. But you have your eye on something else. It could be somebody has approached you or will approach you with an offer. Or it could just, this Knight of Pentacles could be you, just wanting to pursue something new. All right. Spirit, can you clarify the Knight of Cups? This is your boss or the people you work with. Clearly they like you. They want you to stay. They don't want you to make a change. What else can you tell us about them? Ace of Wands. They may offer you a new opportunity to stay where you are, a chance to do something new. It could be a new position. It could be an opportunity to do something creative. This is a very creative card. Now your job may not be creative, but if it is, you may get the opportunity to do something new and creative. They're wanting to inspire you to stay. And so they're looking at what they can do. Anything else you want to tell us about that, Spirit? No? All right, what else can you tell us about the advice? You got the Hermit card as your advice card. Go within, follow your own light. Don't get swayed by other people. That doesn't mean you have to say no to them. It just means you have to follow what's best for you without the input of others. Two of Wands. Yeah, take some time to make a decision. Really think about what you want. There's change indicated here. 100% there's change indicated here. It doesn't mean that you have to change jobs. If they're coming to you with options within the current company, and that makes sense for you, and that makes sense for what you want, long term, then make that decision. Spirit just wants you to take your time, go within, and really contemplate what you want before you make the decision. Anything else you want to say there? Okay. All right, what else can you tell us about the outcome? We have the Fool as the outcome. It's telling you to take a leap. The Chariot. This particular chariot, if you notice, there's two arrows, this way, that way. You are moving. Things are for sure changing. You are on the go. The direction you take is up to you. You are in control of this vehicle. So you do have options. This is going to be a new beginning for you. But the direction is not predetermined. That's on you a little bit. All right. I'm going to pull a Wisdom of the Oracle card for you. Let's see what else Spirit wants to tell you about this, about your career over the next 3 months or so. Exchanging gifts. All right, they're wanting me to read the book. They're doing that lately. I don't know if you've watched some of my other recent videos. I never used to read the book, even reading for myself, but there must be specific messages in here that they really want you to hear, specific wording. So they want me to read you the prosperity message for card number 27, Exchanging Gifts. All right. All your hard work and efforts, your commitment to learning, creating, and spending your time wisely pay off in ways you may not have been anticipating. The gifts of yourself, your time, your ideas, and the energy of your intentions are being reciprocated by the universe, which is sending you signs and signals, aligning synchronistic meetings and opportunities to bring you success and more. Everything is an exchange. Keep doing what you're doing. Goodwill comes back tenfold. So what they're saying is all this hard work that you're putting in, and you're feeling really beaten up, lost your steam, right? but it is about to pay off for you. In a really good way, and you're going to have options, and it's like all of your hard work will have been worth it, and then some. So that's wonderful. So keep doing what you're doing, and when the moment arises, if an opportunity comes your way, or however it plays out for you exactly, make sure you know what you want, and then go for it. Like, absolutely go for it. All right, one last card for you. Final message from Spirit. The card you got is Burnout. Your hard work will see results, but your health needs to be maintained. So check in with your doctor, dentist, and health professional and try to maintain a healthy lifestyle. Isn't that exactly what we were talking about? It's so crazy to me sometimes. Like, how they can find just the right card to say, to sort of emphasize what we've already been saying. You are burnout, but like it says here, your hard work will see results. Just make sure you take care of yourself as well. Anyway, group 1, I am excited for you. I think this is going to be sort of a door opening and a chance for you to take your job, your career to a new level, and you've earned it. You've earned it 100%. So good for you. Congratulations. I would love to hear what's going on with you, so feel free to drop me a comment. I read them all. I comment back. I love reading them. And if this reading resonated, I hope you'll give me a thumbs up. And thanks for being here. We'll see you next time, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 2. Okay, today we are looking at your career. And this is going to be for the next 3 months or so, 3 months-ish. Timing is never perfect, but it's the general time frame. All right, we're going to start with some tarot cards, and then I have some other cards after. And your underlying energy is the 9 of Wands. Let's see what we've got here. So at the heart of the reading, we have the Page of Pentacles. And that energy is being crossed by the Ace of Wands. At the base of your reading is the 10 of Swords. Recent past is 7 of Wands. Crowning your reading is the 5 of Swords. Near future, you have the Queen of Cups. Your energy is the 6 of Pentacles. And your boss and the people you work with, your company, your work, essentially, they have the Star card. The advice from Spirit is Ace of Cups. And your outcome is Knight of Wands. All right, give me just a minute while I take all this in and see if I can get any initial messages for you. Okay. What I heard was the message of you're letting go. I'm going to just give you their words. You're letting go of an opportunity that speaks to you in order to stay with an opportunity that like protects you. Is that the right word? In other words, I'm going to try to paraphrase this. And I can tell from your initial card, right? You've got this Page of Pentacles, and on this particular card, he's got options, right? Different ways he can go. He's got a map on the ground. He's flipping a coin. He's got options. And one of those options is to do something new, do something creative, do something that speaks to you, do something that, fills you. Or you go with the option that keeps you safe. Or at least that you feel is keeping you safe. In other words, it's the safe choice. So whether that's staying where you are, or maybe you have two different options coming your way. You may or may not know about them right now, but my guess is right now you're deciding, you're looking at your options. And kind of, I feel like you're deciding whether to stay or go. And with your underlying energy being the Nine of Wands, it's like you've been put through the ringer. You've been given a lot of work, a lot of responsibility, a lot of like roles to fill, but not a lot of recognition, not a lot of acknowledgement for what you're doing. Okay, they're saying there's a chance you could be going to what? They're saying there's a chance you could be going too soon. And you might need to wait a little for things to play out correctly. So keep that in mind. All right, so at the base of your reading, you have the Ten of Swords. Part of you is over it. Part of you does not want to do this anymore. Because they've worked you to death, I feel like. But jumping ship and going and doing something new, especially something that feels risky, it feels risky to do that. It feels to me like this other option that you have, it may be an opportunity for you to like work for yourself, to like follow a passion project and turn it into a business, a career, a moneymaker. And so there's this desire to get out from under the grind and do what your heart is wanting to do. This thing that speaks to you. But as an early caution, they're just saying that there's a possibility, like you might be considering jumping ship too soon, but that doesn't mean you shouldn't do it. you just might want to get all your ducks in a row if that's the route you decide to take. All right, in the recent past, we have the Seven of Wands. And I just want to see if they have anything specific to say about that. They're saying you were carrying a load and being judged for it. I don't know what that means. It's like you were doing all the work, but also getting all the blame. When something goes wrong, it was your fault. And so what they're showing me is all these, I know they're wands, but it's almost like all these fingers pointing at you. And you're at the top of the heap, like you were doing a lot. And you're fighting them off, but a lot of fingers pointed at you. And so crowning your reading, we have this Five of Swords. And it's more of that energy of getting blamed or... Hold on, I just want to see. It's like they think that you were the cause of certain things happening. But you weren't the cause. You just worked there. And you're doing everything you can, and no one can expect you to be perfect. But it feels like you're an easy scapegoat. Even though they're saying not a scapegoat. You're not a scapegoat. So what is it? Oh, they're saying there's a message here of you just kind of being done with the jealousy. It's like you're doing so much, and you probably were given lots of opportunities and projects to work on. There is some underlying jealousy that is going on. You may or may not know about it, but it's there. And that may be, some of the finger pointing. And there may even be a little bit of like subtle sabotage happening. I don't feel like it's on purpose. Like nobody's like set out to get you. But jealousy can make us say and do things that we shouldn't, and inadvertently, hurt someone with that. So just be aware of that. But I think you are aware of it, and that's why it's crowning your reading. It sort of touches all the other cards like an umbrella, kind of shades them all with a little bit of their color. So, near future, Queen of Cups. There is happiness coming your way. There is fulfillment. There is a better sense of balance and a sense of creation. If you notice on this card, she's got a very pregnant belly. And that's not always a Queen of Cups trait. But in this card it is. And it's like she's creating something for new. Like you would be creating something new, but creating something for yourself, but also for others. So they pointed out how she's holding this shell full of water and dripping it down to the cat and the fish, like she's sharing her gift. So your energy is the Six of Pentacles. So right now you are giving a lot, probably giving more than you are getting in return. But they're telling me that's not really the problem, because what you're wanting to do is very much a giving role as well. But there's the fact that right now it's not quite appreciated. And also it's not something that you love. It's something that you do and something you're getting paid for. And that's important. Getting paid is important. So, the people you work for or work with, they're represented by the Star card. And I just want to, Spirit, tell me what is the message here? They're saying they love that that you can do anything. You know, your company, the people you work for or work with, they love that you can do anything. It makes them look good. They may be taking it for granted a little bit, but they do love that. They love that about you, that you are able to take anything on and turn it to magic, you know, make it happen. And granted, when things go wrong, you know, sometimes you do get the brunt of that. I'm going to want to get more information about that card, because I'm not getting this star feeling over here. Okay, so we'll get more information. The advice from Spirit is Ace of Cups. They do want you to follow your heart. They do want you to follow your heart. And the outcome is the Knight of Wands. So, again, it's a message of going after what you want, but possibly jumping a little too soon before you're ready. So give that some thought. You know, this Knight of Wands is full of like vim and vigor, and he's like ready to go. But is this little guy really prepared to take on that dragon? Or does he need a little more experience or a little more time or a little more money in the bank or something before he takes that on? So possibly. All right, let's get a few more cards in some places and get a little more detail here. All right, Spirit, can you give us a card to clarify the Ten of Swords? This is at the base of your reading. Knight of Swords. You're just really wanting to chase after something new. There's some new ideas that are sparked in you, and you're ready to just take off. Yeah. All right, Spirit, can you clarify the Five of Swords for us? Let's see more about what's going on there. Queen of Pentacles. Yeah, it's a little bit of jealousy. It's a little bit of jealousy. You, someone or some people at your workplace see you as having it all. See you as getting it all, and there's just a bit of jealousy there. I think you see things differently than they do, for sure. All right, Spirit, can you clarify the Queen of Cups for us? This is your near future energy. What's coming for you in the near future? Obviously a sense of happiness. I see creativity and emotional enjoyment, but what else? Or emotional balance anyway. Seven of Swords. Yeah, it looks like you're going to be leaving some serious thought. Whether you do it or not is uncertain at this point, but you're certainly thinking about it seriously. And sometimes just the thought of leaving or the thought of doing your own thing and moving on is enough to satisfy. It's also possible that you're doing it at the same time. It's like a side role or a side gig. You're saying like there's a little bit of hustle going on, and that's a good thing. You're saying keep the hustle but lose the hurry. Don't be in a hurry, but hustle. You know what I mean? Which I think is implying like maybe try to do both. Try to work up to it before you leave I mean, I don't ever want to tell somebody to leave a secure job. So, especially in this economy. So, but my advice doesn't matter. You're not here to hear my advice. But I feel like the message is that you need to be ready so that when you, if or when you do decide to jump, you are mentally, emotionally, and financially prepared for that. All right, let's find out more about the Star card. These are the people around you at work. Ten of Cups. They don't realize that you're unhappy. Like you may not be getting recognition. You may have people who are jealous of you, pointing at you, but they don't realize. They're very happy with you. They see you as someone who can make things happen, someone who does a good job, someone who gets along well with others. There's definitely some difference in perspective going on. So you may want to step back and look at it maybe from their point of view, because they're not upset with you. They're not let down by you or disappointed by you. They are grateful for you. And to be honest, that surprises me because over here, everything looks really antagonistic. But this is their true energy. So you may be seeing things from your perspective, which may not be quite accurate, at least as far as how they feel. It doesn't mean that they aren't overworking you. Doesn't mean that people aren't a little jealous of what you've accomplished. Anyway, I hope that helps. All right, Spirit, can you clarify the Ace of Cups? Let's talk more about the advice here. What other advice can you give Group 2? Four of Swords. Take your time. Prepare. Find ways to make yourself happy. Find ways to relax. And I know that may be hard if you're being overworked right now. But you need to get your mind and your emotions into balance. And get yourself into a happy place so that you can create what it is you want. But you can't do it from a place of like exhaustion and feeling overwhelmed. That is not the best energy for starting something new. You want to feel emotionally ready and inspired. So it's kind of like give yourself a break. Like give yourself a chance to recover somehow. Find some time, find some way to give yourself a little bit of peace. All right, let's talk more about the outcome. We have the Knight of Wands. What else can you tell us, Spirit, about the outcome for Group 2? Four of Pentacles. Okay. They're telling me you have a choice. And I'm going to pull these cards so you can see. You have a choice. Stay or go, right? The choice is not predetermined. The choice is up to you. The Four of Pentacles is a stay. It's a stay energy. Hang on to what you have. The Knight of Wands is a go, go, go card. Spirit is saying they recommend you do both. In other words, stay until you're ready. Go when it's the right time, but don't rush it. All right, anything else on the outcome, Spirit? Yeah, they want to give you one more, so let's get one more card for the outcome. And the Moon. You're saying your intuition will guide you. Right now, things are not what they appear. But your intuition will guide you. Let your intuition guide you. Let your I'm going to say emotions, but I'm referring to positive emotions. So, you know, that feeling of being full and complete and fulfilled, let that feeling guide you. That's where you're meant to be. In a place of emotional fulfillment. What else do you want to say about that card? Okay. Oh, okay. I guess I wouldn't have seen it that way. So the Knight of Wands really is such a fast-moving. The Knight of Wands can move really quickly and then peter out just as fast, and that's the danger in that. They're pointing out the Witch in this card, and it's not really the meaning of the Moon card, but it's like she's moving slowly across the moon. You know, she's flying, but she's not in a race. And sort of feeling her way as she goes. And that's the way it should be for you. That's the preferred outcome as far as Spirit's concerned. You do have a choice, obviously. Anything else there? They're saying one way or another you will find your way. It won't necessarily always be clear cut as you make your way. You know, the Moon card has some illusion to it. And you're heading into something in the dark, right? You're going towards something in the dark because you don't know how it's going to go if you do go. But they're saying, remember that the sun always comes up after the moon goes down. So while you may be starting out in the dark, you won't stay there. All right, let's get a Wisdom of the Oracle card for you. Let's see what else Spirit has to tell you. Your card is Yang. And that's a fiery card. That's an action card. That's a go for it card. But I'm gonna read. They want me to read. I don't usually do this, but the last few readings, they wanted me to, or at least last few times I've had these cards out. So they want me to read from the book. There must be specific words or messages there. And this is the prosperity message. It says, projects, partnerships, and all matters relating to your business are out of the obstacle phase and onto the make it happen phase. Now is the time to stake your claim and get things done. While you can expect to be busier than usual, this card tells you that you have all the energy and vitality you need to accomplish your goals. Abundance is waiting for you to claim it. So start moving forward. Take deliberate steps, but take action. There's still this energy of needing to get yourself into a positive frame of mind. Get yourself into a state of balance and calm. But at the same time, don't get too comfortable. Keep it moving. They're saying you've got big things to accomplish. There's no time like the present to get started. Okay. All right, one last card for you. One final message for you from Spirit. All right, it says difficult times. Be on your guard against chaos as unforeseen perils or emotional upheaval are foretold. I think that's what you're going through right now. So be on your guard. Be careful of people who are jealous of you. Find a way to bring some peace into your life. And that peace may come from following your dream. Because we've got some interesting messages that say, be happy, get some rest, be at peace, but go for it, but be careful. It's a mixed message for sure, but it's still on target, they're telling me. They're saying you know what to do. You still know what to do. They're saying be true to yourself and trust yourself as you start to make these decisions. Don't make any decision out of fear. Just plan and work and do. Okay, they're telling me that's it. So I hope that was helpful. It's not as straightforward of a message as I usually get for y'all, but I think it's because you're in a tricky situation. You're in a place of some upheaval, by choice, but some big changes. Like, I feel like you're on the precipice of changing your life. So there's going to be a lot of pieces that are up in the air. So I hope that was helpful. I appreciate your being here and watching. Drop me a comment down below if you have anything you want to tell me. I'd love to hear it. I always read them and I respond. And if the reading resonated with you, I hope you'll give it a thumbs up and check me out next time. All right. Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye. Hey, group 3. Okay, so today we're looking at your career and kind of what's coming up for you in the next 3 months. 3 months or so. 3 months-ish. The timing is never perfect. Everything's in divine timing, but this is the time frame they gave me for these readings, so it'll be within the next 3 months of whenever you're watching this. All right, I'm going to start with your tarot, and then I've got some other cards after. And your underlying energy is the King of Pentacles. So let's see what else we've got here. So at the heart of your reading, we have the Devil card. And that is being crossed by the Queen of Cups. At the base of your reading, we have the Five of Cups. In the recent past, the Ten of Cups. Crowning your reading is the Star. Near future is the Queen of Pentacles. Your energy is the Moon. The energy of the people you work with or work for is Queen of Swords. The advice from Spirit is Three of Swords. And the outcome is the Six of Pentacles. All right, interesting. Okay, give me just a minute. I want to take all this in and get any initial messages for you, and then we'll talk about what's going on here. Okay. Okay. All right. So they're telling me, and this should tell you pretty quickly if this is your reading or not, but they're telling me that you experienced a loss of income. So either it was a job loss, or maybe they cut back your pay, demoted your position. If you work for customers or clients on a commission basis or for yourself, there was some loss there. And they're saying it was significant. So it was enough to like rattle your world a little bit, or a lot even. And they're saying you're carrying this burden with you, like wherever you go. It's weighing on you. They're saying you feel like you did something wrong, or you don't know what you did wrong. And what else? Yeah, they're saying that they're worried that your career is taking a turn for the worse, that things are not going to get better. That things will actually get worse rather than get better. So that very much explains why at the heart of your reading we have the Devil card. There's fear here, for sure. They're saying there's a bit of a desperation, a feeling of desperation, not that you are desperate. And there's a need to like break these chains and free yourself a little bit. Now this energy, the Devil energy, is being crossed by the Queen of Cups. What did you want to say about this? Okay, yeah, they're saying that this Queen of Cups is not you. A lot of times the court cards are people. It is a person, but it's not you. It's someone in your life who is, in a way, helping to help carry you through this difficult time. It could be emotionally, they could be helping you financially, they could be helping you in some other way. But whatever it is they're doing, they are an emotional blessing to you. And it is helping to ease your fears and ease your concerns. At the base of your reading, you have the Five of Cups. You're focusing for sure on what you've lost. You've not lost everything. You may feel like you have, or maybe you know you haven't, but for sure you have not lost everything. And there is potential for more. They're saying there's happiness coming. You just have to look up and start focusing on this party back there. The gifts, the wine, the lobster, the kitty cat, the balloons. Focus on the good as much as you can. In the recent past, you have the Ten of Cups. This is the loss that you're feeling. They're saying you lost more than money. It's like you lost friends, you lost people that that filled your life in some way. So whether you lost a job and you are no longer with the people you worked with, or you lost clients or customers that you were friendly with, there's an emotional loss beyond just losing income. And that's a burden for you also. Crowning your reading is the Star card. And if there could be any card in that position, just crowning this reading, I'm grateful that it's this one, because this one says, first of all, you have every reason to hope for the best. But also, if you notice in this particular card, she's got one hand reaching up to the heavens and the other hand down to the ground. And it's almost like she's a conduit, like from source, a conduit from spirit to the earth. Now, that may actually be the case for you. Maybe you're a medium or psychic in some way. But more so than that, it's you are able at this time to channel. Hold on, I want to make sure I get this right. They're saying it's like you bring spirit down to earth and all its blessings. So it is like you are a channel for blessings from the universe. They're coming through you and into your world. I know that's very woo-woo, but it isn't meant to be necessarily. I mean, if you're like in a woo-woo field, if you're new agey and you're a medium or one of these things where that makes very specific sense, then of course take that. But if you're not, it doesn't mean that you are like necessarily contacting the spirit world. It just means that the spirit world is using you to bring gifts to the world in some way. Is that right? Am I saying that right, Spirit? They're saying you can change your world with just one idea, one stroke of hope and luck. You're so close. I think that's what it's coming down to, is that you're so close to just channeling some great, wonderful things into your life. Just kind of keep your energy clear. And we'll get some more information about that. In the near future, you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is someone coming into your life. And they're saying with an offer you can't refuse. Not that you would anyway. But it's better than that. You know, it's not just an offer. It's an offer you can't refuse. It's an offer you've earned. It's an offer you've been looking for. Even if you didn't know you were looking for it, your heart was looking for it. Because you deserve more. And this is your chance to get it. So there's something good coming in, whether it's a job offer or new customer, new client, someone who comes in and helps you, guides you, mentors you. It is, for you, this is a chance to turn things around. All right. Your energy is the Moon card. You're not seeing things right now exactly as they are. There's some illusion going on. And that comes out of the fear, right? That comes from the fear, the devil worries, the devil fear. We fear the worst in the dark of night, right? Simple shadows become monsters, and that's sort of what's happening. The shadow is becoming a monster. All right. The Queen of Swords, she is someone, probably a boss, someone you worked for, worked with, but this is someone who they're showing me someone with a knife, just like they cut sharp and they cut deep and move along. Like they cut what they need to cut, and they don't let their emotions affect the decisions they have to make. So if you had a customer or client who had to, quit your services, they just did it. Maybe with very little explanation. Certainly without a lot of, love or compassion going on. If it was a boss who cut your income or, God forbid, let you go, in their mind, they were doing what they had to do. It wasn't personal, it was business. In all cases. But it did feel a little cold. But sometimes that's how a person has to do what they have to do. I'm not defending it or judging it. So the advice from Spirit is the Three of Swords. They're telling me they want you to write down, and it's there's this journal here on the bed. They want you to write down your worries and your concerns. Write them down, like physically, with a pen and paper. Get them out of your head. Because when they stay in your head, they rattle around and they tend to get worse and scarier. Write them down and get them out of your head and write them down. It will help you heal. It will help you look at the reality of the situation and be able to pinpoint where the illusions are, where you're making monsters out of shadows. And the outcome card is the Six of Pentacles. And this is getting what you deserve. It's things balancing out. So you've gone through a difficult time. You've been tight on money. You've lost some income. You've lost some people you cared about. This is the universe making it right. Let's get a little more detail. Get some more cards here. All right. We're going to start with the Queen of Cups. Take a little bit of a look at her and how she is helping you challenge this devil energy. Death card. When one door closes, another door opens, specifically on this card, because that's exactly what they're showing. And he's cutting the rope, cutting the cord, cutting the tie. This person is helping you see the blessing in the burden. And that may be hard to do, but this person is, they're helping you. So be grateful for this person in your life and spend more time with them if you can. They're saying you can see it. You know, but part of you just doesn't want to admit the truth. All right. Spirit, can you clarify the star for us, please? The star card is crowning your reading. It's kind of like an umbrella. The way I read it, it's like an umbrella that sort of touches all the cards and is an energy of this is where it's headed. This is what's happening. Kind of in the bigger picture. You have the Seven of Swords. It's an energy of taking what's yours and moving on. So a lot of times the Seven of Swords is about theft and betrayal and sneaking out. But paired with the Star card, it's very much a message of hope. That you're not leaving empty-handed. You're not leaving with nothing. You're not moving forward empty-handed. Not that you're necessarily leaving anything, but moving forward. You are moving forward with more than you think. And the universe is sort of blessing your path. It's kind of a beautiful energy, even though it's typically Seven of Swords is it's a little bit of an icky card, but that's not what they're showing me at all. They're kind of showing me like this rainbow coming out of her hand as being a path straight from the universe, from spirit, a path being laid out for you to move forward on. To take what you have and move forward. And know that your path is blessed. And it's blessed with good things. You just have to keep going. All right. Spirit, can you clarify the Queen of Pentacles? This is in your near future. This is a person who's going to help you, another person. It's wonderful. You've got, you've dealt with some hard times, but you've got a couple of people here. One that's in your life now and one that's coming. Or is in your life now, but is going to play a more prominent role soon. Depends on your situation. Queen of Wands. Interesting. They're saying that this Queen of Pentacles is going to light this fire in you. This fire that is the Queen of Wands. And take you to new heights. And really show you what you deserve and what you're worth. And have you feeling excited again about where you're headed and how things are going. And feeling strong and powerful and confident again. Like right now you feel kind of empty. You feel kind of lost. But that's about to change. Okay. All right. Spirit, can you clarify the Queen of Swords? Let's look a little bit more at this person. It's not an energy I want to focus on, but there may be a message here that you need to hear. King of Pentacles. I'm just asking them a question. Hold on one sec. We're saying it's an energy of excess and overabundance and of wanting more for less. So they had to cut you, they had to make a cut with you. I hope that makes sense. But it gives you a little bit more insight into their energy. All right. Anything else you want to tell us about their advice? You have the Three of Swords now. A message of, telling you to write down your worries, write down your concerns, write down your biggest fears, write down what happened and how you felt about it. Get it all down on paper and out of your head. And physically, pen to paper. I know that, I do the same thing. I put a lot of notes in my phone. But it doesn't have quite the same energy as pen to paper. So, do one or the other, but best if you can pen and paper it. Four of Pentacles. They're wanting you to not feel so trapped by money. They're saying money is not your concern. You only think it is. They're saying focus on the open window here. And the opportunities that lie outside. That's where abundance is. That's where freedom is. That's where happiness is. Confidence and joy. Don't be afraid of money. Of losing money, running out of money, of making money. Some people are afraid of even making money subconsciously. Saying you can clear the air if you step outside. And I think it's a message, again, of getting out of your head. Rather than trapping yourself in a room with your worries, they're saying get outside. And this could be physically, get outside, or just mentally, emotionally. Get outside of that energy. It's really important for you to open up your energy. Like they're showing me like a flower, just, when it's a real tight bud, but then it opens up so big. Like when a rose gets so big and full and open. That's what they're showing me. Like, don't stay that tight bud. that tight bud, if it never opens, it dies like that. But if it opens to its full potential, then all those petals get to feel the sun, and it gets to share its beauty with the world. All right. Spirit, what else can you tell us about the Six of Pentacles? This is your outcome. Three of Cups. Lots of reasons to celebrate. People, happiness, opportunity. They're saying joy in abundance. They're saying you're going to make it. Don't let your worries scare you. This is coming. And you're not going to be down for long. So just stay hopeful. Stay hopeful. That's great. Okay. All right. Let's get an oracle card for you. This is from the Wisdom of the Oracle. All that glitters. All right, they want me to read from the book, which is new. This is a new thing, but so forgive me if you don't like that. But there's something in the words that they want you to hear. So there may be something in there that resonates with you. But what I want you to look at is just that giant pile of gold. It's a giant pile of gold. And there is a message there for you because you have so much abundance coming. All right, all that glitters. This is your prosperity message, which is what they want me to read. Sometimes an opportunity looks so good that it glitters like gold and you just can't resist it, especially when it appears others are doing so well and have hit the mother lode. During the American gold rush, everyone hurried west to find their fortune and then deserted entire towns after the mining depleted gold veins in the earth. So too can you deplete yourself as you chase after the latest shiny thing that has caught your eye. There is a mercurial quality to your present circumstances. Pay no attention to those who chase after fool's gold. Resist the temptation to be jealous of others. I feel like that's a big one. Resist the temptation to be jealous of others. What they have achieved may not be the true success you seek. So don't compare yourself to them. You see only the surface right now, only the sparkle. Be assured that you will experience your own shining moment if you stick to what you know. All that glitters may not be gold for you. And I'm just going to read this part again because I literally got shivers from head to toe when I read this part. Resist the temptation to be jealous of others. What they have achieved may not be the true success you seek, so don't compare yourself to them. You see only the surface right now, only the sparkle. Be assured that you will experience your own shining moment if you stick to what you know. And you are gonna have your own shining moment, 1,000%. This pile of gold is for you, and ignore what other people have, this abundance that they chose over paying you, and other people in your life that seem to be doing well. Ignore that. You don't know what their path is. You don't know what their journey is, and you're headed absolutely in the right direction. Just keep going. All right, one last card, one last message for you. All right, romance. Love is set to sizzle. The chance for romance is high for those seeking a connection. All right, Spirit, talk to me. What does that have to do with their career reading? They're saying you're going to fall in love with your life again. You're going to treat it like a brand new romance where you're so excited that you get butterflies in your stomach. And like you can't believe how happy you are. Like, I mean, you know that first love feeling? That's how you're going to feel about this new opportunity. It's beautiful. It's beautiful. Like the feeling that they're giving me is just, it's like the most incredible like teenage love. You know, it's beautiful. Anything else, Spirit? Oh, they want to give you another one. Everyone else only got one, so you get an extra card. Friendship. A friend needs your help. Your kindness and excellent counseling skills will put them back on track. You're reminded to give back. Give what you get. Right now you have someone, at least one someone in your life who is really helping you. And what they're telling me is, or showing me, is you in turn helping someone else that not only like sort of acknowledges to the universe that your gratitude for this person in your life who has helped you through this difficult time, and this person in your life who's going to open up opportunity for you. I lost my train of thought. I'm sorry. Yes, it's not only like acknowledging that gratitude, but it opens you up in a way that any negative thoughts or fears or feeling closed down or desperate or lost or empty, when you help someone else, that it eases that burden on yourself. Even if you don't think it's going to, it does, and it will. Not that that's necessarily why you would do it, but they're encouraging you to do it because it's good on both counts. It shows the universe your gratitude, even for things that have yet to come. But it also opens you up. Like that flower. It opens you up. It keeps you from having that tight, closed bud. So, yeah. So another little piece of advice from Spirit. Interesting reading, y'all, and really wonderful. I'm sorry you're going through such a difficult time, but listen, I hope every word of this is 100% right for you, and I hope it resonates, and I would love to hear about what's going on and how this plays out for you. So drop me a comment down below if you want. Give the reading a like if it resonated with you, and just thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you next time, y'all. Bye-bye.